Riding to Ladakh is every biker's dream. So, here is the Ladakh Ride Guide. This ride guide is based on my last year's experience riding solo from Kolkata to Leh to Kolkata. I have also included every bit of information required to do this ride. For example, permits, things to carry, budget, hotels, which motorcycle, route, weather, and every other details that you can think of. I will take only a few minutes of your time for this Ladakh ride guide. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I will surely reply back. For all the updates, links and information, you can also check the video description below. This information is updated as of April 2018. If there are any future updates, just check the video description below. So coming to the first important thing about a Ladakh ride, that is motorcycle. Although you can take any motorcycle to Ladakh, a 150cc or above is recommended. You can either ride your motorcycle to Ladakh or rent one. You can rent your motorcycle from Delhi or Chandigarh or Srinagar, or you can also rent your motorcycle from Leh itself. It's definitely better if your motorcycle is fuel injected. Also, these are a couple of rental places from Delhi, Srinagar, Chandigarh, Manali or even Leh. You can take a screenshot if you wish. यहाँ तक तो I was doing a stop motion kind of animation, but then मैंने सोचा कि जल्दी से आप लोगों को सब कुछ बता दूँ, because you see the Ladakh season is coming very fast, and on top of that I have quite a few videos like Ladakh ride guide, Vizag ride guide and many other ride guides, budget and everything that you keep asking. According to that, इस हिसाब से मैंने सोचा चलो लद्दाख राइड गाइड के बारे में बहुत कुछ बोलना है, तो वो सब एक साथ बोल के खत्म कर देते हैं ये लद्दाख राइड गाइड, एंड देन विल मूव ऑन फास्ट टू द अदर राइड गाइड्स, बजट, रूट्स वगैरह एंड एवरी अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन. सो जैसे कि मैंने कहा मोटरसाइकिल के बारे में, रेंटेड मोटरसाइकिल, वेल रेंटेड मोटरसाइकिल के ऑप्शंस तो बहुत ही कम है. रॉयल एनफील्ड छोड़ के आपको कुछ मिलेगा नहीं. रॉयल एनफील्ड्स आर डेफिनेटली गुड मोटरसाइकिल्स फॉर दोज mountain terrains or those high altitudes. Royal Enfields are really very good motorcycles due to their low range torque. So अगर आप Pillion लेके जा रहे हो तो try to get a Royal Enfield 500cc motorcycle. That way it would be easier for you to cross passes like Khardungla while you go over to Nubra Valley. Anyways, बाइक के हिसाब से तो लोग तो बहुत सारे बाइक लेके जा रहे हैं. Even there are guys who have ridden to Ladakh with a Splendor and a Pillion. So इस हिसाब से आप समझ सकते हो anything is possible. It's the rider that is you who is going to ride and not the motorcycle. Okay. Apart from that, कुछ जगहों पे आपको Duke 390 भी मिलता है. हाँ, Himalayan भी है, which is also a very good motorcycle. Even if you are going with a Pillion, so you can choose a Himalayan as well. It's one of the best suited motorcycles for that terrain. If you are taking your own motorcycle, so definitely get your motorcycle serviced and spare parts लेना ना भूले. I will also give the list of spare parts that you need to carry in this trip. Also, depending on whether you are riding from Kolkata to Leh to Kolkata or from Delhi to Leh to Delhi, you should change the engine oil according to that. For example, अगर आप कोलकाता से दिल्ली is quite a few kilometers, that is around 1500 kilometers. So I would suggest कि दिल्ली जाके आप fresh engine oil डाल लो. So that way when you go from Delhi to Leh and come back from Leh to Delhi, that would be around 4000 kilometers. And going by normal motorcycles, almost all the normal motorcycles have a engine oil service range of around 4000 or 5000 kilometers, which is perfect for a Delhi trip. Before you start your journey, I would also suggest you to tie the luggage on your motorcycle and do a test ride on some off-roads available near your place wherever you stay. So ये थोड़ा बहुत टेस्टिंग खुद कर लेना, just to be sure that when you have tied the luggage, it will stay in a proper place while you are on the ride. That's about it regarding motorcycles. Now coming on to the list of things to carry. Well, this is actually a big list, but the thing is that try to carry light. I know that the list is big, but you should choose only those things that are absolutely a must. Do not take any unnecessary luggage or unnecessary weight, because the lighter you ride to Ladakh, the easier it becomes, and it also becomes less dangerous if your motorcycle is light. Well, मेरे केस में मेरा motorcycle तो काफी heavy हो चुका था. If you have seen my Kolkata solo ride in 2017, मेरे केस में तो बहुत ही भारी हो चुका था. So whatever mistakes I have done, I will share them with you ताकि आप ये mistakes ना करो. I will try to help you make your Ladakh plan a perfect one. So starting with the things to carry, अब इसको divide कर लेते हैं. For example, the first thing that you need to carry is spares. So spares are the most important thing. If you are going to get a rented motorcycle, most probably you will be supplied spares from the place where you're renting your motorcycle. So ask them for all the spares, and if it's your own motorcycle, so carry some mandatory spares like clutch cable, accelerator cable, extra headlight bulb. If you have a foldable clutch lever or brake lever, front brake lever installed, then you don't need to carry an extra clutch lever or brake lever. To know what a foldable clutch lever or brake lever what it is, you can click on the link on the left hand side of the description below. तो वो रहने से क्या होता है, even if your bike falls, the clutch lever or the front brake lever does not get bent. अब लद्दाख राइड में जा रहे हो तो एक बार दो बार गिरना या उससे ज़्यादा गिरना इज प्रीटी मच नॉर्मल, ओके। तो गिरने के बाद ताकि वो फ्रंट ब्रेक लीवर या क्लच लीवर ना टूटे, सो दीज फोल्डेबल क्लच लीवर्स आर वेरी 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 यूजफुल. सो इफ यू कैन डू गेट अ पेयर ऑफ देम फॉर योर मोटरसाइकिल. इसको छोड़ के चेन क्लीन एंड लूप which you obviously have to carry. Apart from that, I would suggest you to carry a wire and wire cutter, metal wire and wire cutter. You can just buy it from a local market. And for example, in my case, I use one of the multi tools as wire cutter. I carry two multi tools, and those are my favorite tools for adjusting my motorcycle, adjusting any part of my motorcycle, tightening those loose bolts and nuts or anything if I wish to do. Those multi tools are the most handy things that I have. I have also made separate videos on those two multi tools. Check the link for those multi tools in the description below. The next very very important thing is carrying a puncture kit. If your motorcycle has tubeless tires, आप बच गए. तो puncture kit is very light, and you can carry a manual foot pump which is a bit heavy. I would suggest you to go ahead and get a electronic foot pump क्योंकि वो काफ़ी हल्का होता है and also saves a lot of space. So उस हिसाब से देखा जाए तो electronic foot pump is really very good. But हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत pricey होता है. जैसे कि manual foot pump you can get at around 400 rupees, but a electronic foot pump it costs for example 800, 900 or even more than that. So उस हिसाब से आप देख लेना whatever suits you. और अगर आपका ट्यूबलेस टायर नहीं है, then I would suggest you to carry a spare tube instead, because अगर पंक्चर हुआ in the middle of the road, taking out the tube from the tire, sealing the puncture and then putting the tube back inside takes a lot of time. So अगर आपका ट्यूबलेस टायर, अगर आपके टायर में ट्यूब है, then I would suggest you to carry a extra spare tube for your motorcycle. Now regarding clothes, you have to decide if you are riding straight from Kolkata to Delhi to Leh and back to Kolkata. Then you know कि June, July, August वगैरह, इस August, September it's going to be very hot out here in the plains. So कोलकाता से दिल्ली राइड के लिए तो you must carry very very light clothes. Well, अगर आपका राइडिंग जैकेट में mesh है then it's well, because my Sunglass does have a mesh that makes it easier for me to wear that and ride in highways even during hot summers. In case you are directly landing at Leh, आपको तो light clothes ज़्यादा carry करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. You should carry warm clothes, but then one suggestion tip that I would like to give: instead of carrying one single hefty sweater or one single hefty jacket, I would suggest you to carry multiple layers of clothing. You might carry 1 or 2, 3 t-shirts together. So that helps more, because नंबर वन तो एक चीज़ है, अगर जैसे कि लेह में आप कहीं पे घूम रहे हो, लद्दाख में कहीं पे घूम रहे हो, ड्यूरिंग द मॉर्निंग्स व्हेन द सन इज शाइनिंग इट बिकम्स क्वाइट हॉट. सो उस टाइम पे वेयरिंग ऑल दोज हेवी राइडिंग गियर इज नॉट कंफर्टेबल ऑलवेज. सो as according to the situation and according to the weather, you need to change your clothes and gear. Okay, considering all of that, I would suggest you to carry 2 jeans, ताकि एक भीग गया और one of the jeans is soiled or in a very bad condition, you have the other one as a backup. So try to carry 2 jeans, not more than that. 2 or 3 light t-shirts should do the job. जैसे ही आप राइड करके आ रहे हो रात को, after 2 or 3 days, just wash the t-shirts and get them dried. That way you don't have to carry too many t-shirts. बाकी तो नॉर्मल सामान जैसे कि few handkerchiefs, yes, definitely socks are very important. So carry at least one warm pair of socks and carry 2 other pair of socks. Raincoats are yet again one of the most important things that you need for a Ladakh ride. The weather is always unpredictable when you're on the mountains, so carrying a raincoat is an absolute must. Apart from that, you should also carry gum boots. Well, there are various types of waterproof riding boots. But truly speaking, gum boots are the best and cheapest option to protect your feet from water. When there are water crossings, you know that your feet is going to get wet if you are wearing the normal riding shoes and all. But if you have a knee height gum boot with you, it costs around 400 and 500 rupees out in the market. So that saves you a lot from all of these water crossings. And last but not the least, carry chappals. इसके अलावा तो कैमरा, चार्जर्स वगैरह, मेमोरी कार्ड्स वगैरह आप कैरी कर ही रहे हो, so there is nothing much I can add on that. These are the list of clothes that you should carry, and this is also the part of the list that you should not miss. That's about it. Let's move on to the next thing, that is documents. Well, you must carry all your original bike documents and your ID proofs. For example, driving license, voter ID card, Aadhaar card. Do carry 2 or 3 Xeroxes for each of them. Apart from that, do carry all your motorcycle documents because you will need them to get your permits done. Along with documents, another very important thing is to carry offline Google Maps. So I'm sure many of you know what offline Google Maps is. So once you open Maps, just go to offline Maps, and there you can download all your maps. You can select the area and download all your maps. So yes, this is one very useful thing that you should do. You should carry your offline Google Maps. You should save or download all the maps and keep it in your phone, just in case network वगैरह का problem जो कि होना ही है. There are many places in Ladakh where there is absolutely no network, so offline maps is a big boon. Next important cheese which you should carry are medicines. Well, there are a lot of medicines that you might carry as per your need, but the most important medicine that you should carry is Diamox, because Diamox is one of those high altitude medicines, one of those medicines that keeps AMS or altitude mountain sickness away. So yeah, definitely carry Diamox. Apart from Diamox, this is a list of some general medicines that you should keep with yourself. Well, before you take these medicines, do consult your physician. So that completes almost all the things that you need to carry. And apart from that, yeah, snacks, do carry dry fruits or snacks or biscuits or whatever, so that bhook laga to beech mein you can have something. It's not always that you need to stop at some dhaba and have some heavy lunch, because when you're riding, I for example try to keep myself light and not have some heavy food, so I prefer snacks throughout the whole day when I'm riding. Second last but not the least is a BSNL postpaid SIM card, because in Ladakh there are many areas where network is not there, and BSNL postpaid is the only network that is available in most of the places. Apart from that, yes, Airtel postpaid is also available in many places, but then yeah, BSNL postpaid or Airtel postpaid, you should carry one of them. Optional things to carry mein aa gaya tent, sleeping mat and sleeping bag. Well, camping has its own experience, camping has its own flavors, and camping yourself by the side of a river or anywhere has its own beauty. Okay, but apart from that, camping also helps you save money. But yes, there is a downside to that also, that is your motorcycle becomes heavier when you have to carry that tent, sleeping mat and sleeping bag. So yep, it's up to you if you want to camp, get yourself a tent and a sleeping bag. More details about the tent, sleeping bag and sleeping mattress later in one of the videos which I will be uploading, and I will leave the link to that video in the description below, or it might pop up in any of these corners. In this short and simple section of this video, I will tell you everything about all the permits you need for a Ladakh bike trip. So in total, there are 3 permits that you would be needing. Number 1, if you are going through Manali, there are 2 types of taxes. One is the green tax and another is the beyond Rohtang permit. So green tax के लिए आपको online नहीं करवाना है. If you want, you can get it done online as well. Bike के लिए 100 रुपये है. So for 100 rupees you can get it done online, and also when you're entering into Manali itself, there is a check post where you can pay the money and get your green tax permit for Manali. Okay, so that is not much of an hassle, वो रास्ते पे ही बन जाता है. The other thing which you need is a beyond Rohtang permit, because you have to cross the Rohtang permit and head towards Leh through the Manali-Leh highway. So SMA beyond Rohtang permit is also available online. Regarding this beyond Rohtang permit, I would suggest that 2 to 3 days before leaving Manali towards Leh, you get this permit done online and get it printed. Keep a printed copy with yourself, and that does the job. So that's the beyond Rohtang permit. So for beyond Rohtang permit, it's 50 rupees for motorcycle as of today, and as per the government website regarding the permits from where you can generate your online beyond Rohtang permit, there also it's written that on Tuesdays there are no permits issued. So according to that, yeah, plan accordingly so that you don't have to leave Manali on Tuesday. Now coming to the permit for Leh, that is for Leh you need, as I already told you, you need the ILP or the inner line permit to visit places around Leh. After reaching Leh, you can get it done yourself from DC office at Leh market. You just need to carry your original motorcycle papers and 2 Xerox copies of the same original motorcycle papers, as in your RC, pollution certificate, road tax, insurance. These papers are needed to get your permits done. Apart from that, you should have one of your ID proofs like driving license, Aadhaar card or voter ID. Take the form, fill it up and get your permit done from DC office at Leh market. But as I already told you repeatedly, that most of us cannot afford that many days of leaves. So if possible, we want to get things done beforehand. In this case, yeah, I know if you're planning to get your permits done yourself, you have to spend quite a few hours. Almost half a day will be wasted getting those permits. So if you want, you can also hire someone. You can also get in touch with someone who can help you for a small amount of money. So I'll leave Rizgin's contact number here, who can help you with Ladakh permits. You can also get in touch with him and get your permits for Ladakh done. That completes all the permit issues about Ladakh. 3 places to get permits: Leh DC office, and if you're going to Manali, just the Manali green tax, which you will just pay during the entry, and also the beyond Rotang permit. Links given in the description below. Now coming to another very important thing, that is weather. Ladakh jaye to jaye, kis time pe jaye. Now Ladakh has its unique beauty in every season. So starting from May to July starting, the landscapes are mostly snowy, and as the weeks move ahead, the snow gradually melts. By July end, most of the snow has melted. So there are less chances that you can have snow, but definitely snow to aapko milna hi hai kahin na kahin. And if the weather is bad, then your luck is probably good, because if there is a good amount of snowfall, then you can enjoy it very much, as I did during my ride to Khardungla. So if you have seen that vlog, do check out my ride to Khardungla wala vlog, and do check out the extremely bad weather and the extremely good snowfall on that day. There would be water crossings on the way, and the water crossings would increase over time. That is, as it gets noon and as it gets towards 1 p.m. 2 p.m, the water crossing level would be pretty high during this time. Moving on to the months from mid of July to end of August or the starting of September, these are the most adventurous months of Ladakh. In general, this is the rainy season. Well, once again, I'm saying that you cannot predict the weather in the mountains. In general, it's rainy season, but if your luck favors you, you can find it to be dry as well. So anyways, in general, from the mid of July to the end of August, it's rainy season there in Ladakh. So yeah, the water crossings will have tremendous tides, but the land will be very much smushy, and you have to ride very carefully. September starting to October starting, that is the time when the weather of Ladakh is very much dry. The water crossings are at its minimal level. The height of the water is at its minimal level, or the water crossings almost dry up during that period. So this is in general. Once again, I'm repeatedly telling you that you cannot predict the weather of the mountains that easily. It can show you its good side and its bad side within a matter of a few hours. So be ready for that. And September is the time जब भीड़ बहुत कम रहता है लद्दाख में, and this is the time when I would actually suggest you to visit, because the Ladakh is very much dry. The water crossing level is minimal, so riding becomes a bit easier, but definitely it stays adventurous and you enjoy it a lot. The charges and rates for the hotels and places to stay during the end of September is pretty low, because that is the time when the camping guys are all packing up their tents and coming back from Ladakh. That's about it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, do not forget to hit the thumbs up button down below, and if you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe. Thanks for watching.